respond to it. Okay.
Mark, can I just finish answering the questions? Yung renewable, if it's solar, as you know, there's an ongoing fight between America and China with regards to yung subsidies allegedly being given by the Chinese government that makes the production of solar panels and the cost that much cheaper. Alam mo naman that we are in disagreement with China on one particular issue, which actually hasn't been resolved as of today. There has been other instances that they have not been very friendly. Would it be, if we go solar, they are the cheapest producer and they will have another entry into controlling our economy. I think it's not the wisest decision at this point in time. So that has to also be been factored in. Did I miss anything? In COA, Iligan, COA has already decided, I understand, that anyway, COA is a constitutional body. We will request them to expedite, but we are reasonably certain that we can get at least 20 megawatts for Iligan in a relatively short period of time, and then another 100 to maximum in a period of 7 months after COA is finalized. So as soon as I get back, I will personally ask COA to expedite their processes so that we can proceed to move. We've been talking to them, and they're aware of the problems. And there are Filipinos who have compassion for their fellow Filipinos. I'm sure they will not increase the burden. Thank you.
Okay.
Mark had this.
Mr. President, first and foremost, I'd like to say regarding the Balui Floods project, when I got the phone call from Secretary Antonino, then and there we called the mayor and we're 100% supportive of your administration. I actually came to this summit to look for my contact person. I don't know if it's NPC or DPWH or DOE, pero ano yung mga problema sa probinsya ko, ayusin ko. We will take care of the problem and we'll try our best to expedite the Balui floodplains project.
Contact raw is DPWH.
And then, secondly, I stood because personally, being from Lanao del Norte and one of the host provinces for the Agos Hydroelectric Power Complex, I felt that it is half the story only if the summit only included DOE. Really need to speak to DNR because the watershed of Lake Lanao needs to be protected. The watershed of our hydroelectric power plants need to be protected. And hopefully we can implement a total and keep the total mining and total lag ban in our watershed areas.
Kasama mo ako doon sa hopefully we will have that total lag ban. I was surprised that after the ban, they wound up in Iligan kasi. But anyway, yung part of the 7 billion now goes into the reforestation of Lake Lanao and Lanao provinces now. Sir, who's next?
Former Congressman Mark.
Mr. President, I'd just like to react to Rufus Rodriguez. I did my studies, my numbers, and photovoltaic solar power, if you remove all the subsidies, would come out to about 45 to 50 pesos per kilowatt hour. If you compute that it's not a baseload power source and the reserve capacity that it will be eating up because it's not a baseload power resource, I think that has to be made clear to our people that this is not an answer for all. Now, if we as a society were willing to pay fit for such power sources, why couldn't we have a similar mechanism to pay for conventional power sources? If you're not for nuclear, then for coal, because Mindanao has a lot of coal. I'm also from Malita, Davao del Sur, Mr. President, so I also feel for the people of Mindanao. I think nuclear power deserves a second look, especially the new SMR technology, Gen 3 Plus, passive cooling, passive safety, which excludes the possibility of a Fukushima-type incident in this country. Thank you, po.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay,
Yes.
Mr.
From
President,
the
we will...
private sector? Mr. Sergio Dagook.
President of our AMRECO.
Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon po, mahal na Pangulo. Unang-una, ang mga electric cooperatives ng Mindanao ay nagpapasalamat doon sa sitio electrification program na pundo na binigay sa amin at saka sa barangay line enhancement. Gusto ko lang po magpaliwanag ng konti kanina doon sa katanungan mo, paano nakaapekto ang EPIRA sa Mindanao when in fact ang Agos Anpulangi ay exempted in 10 years sa privatization. Ang koneksyon ho niya, mahal na Pangulo, dahil unang-una, hindi ho totoo na ang dahilan na walang nag-invest ng karagdagang planta sa Mindanao ay yung murang halaga ng kuryente sa Mindanao dahil sa Agos Anpulangi. Ang dahilan bakit walang nag-invest for the last 7 or 10 years dahil lahat ng mga electric cooperatives at directly connected industries ay tied up sa kontrata namin sa Napocor. Ang karamihan sa amin, 2011 last year pa nag-expire at yung mga iba nga ay 2015 pa, 3. Sa 27 electric co-ops, 3. So kaya 2009, nag-umpisa na yung mga, I don't want to mention, yung mga IPPs na nag-develop na ng mga coal, gano'n-gano'n. Kasi alam nila, mangungontrata na kami. So, sinabi mo rin kanina, mahal na Pangulo, ulit paano naka-epekto, na-worsen pa dahil ang ini-exempt lang sa EPIRA ay yung Agos Anpulangi, yung hydro. But other assets of Napocor, hindi exempted. Yun ang dahilan, bakit naibenta yung 200 mega na 117 at 118 na part ng generating capacity ng Mindanao noon. So, dahil nailipat na yon at hindi na kontrolado ng pamahalaan, they have the right kung kailan nila yon i-ooperate. So, at pangalawa, yung cost niya ay tumataas dahil instead na operation and maintenance lang at saka rehabilitation, nagbabayad na tayo doon sa acquisition niya, yung bagong cost na naman niya. Then, nawaworsen dahil na-derated na yung mga planta ng Agos Anpulangi dahil naka-kondisyon na yung mind natin na ibibinta siya. That's why hindi na masyadong naasikaso yung pagpupundo sa operation and maintenance ng Agos Anpulangi. So, kaya, directly or indirectly, mayroong epekto ang EPIRA dito sa Mindanao, even with the exemption na 10 years. Then, sinabi mo rin kanina, mahal na Pangulo, na let us pay a little more. I agree with you, 101%, mahal na Pangulo, na hindi na natin pwedeng i-maintain yung level ng generation cost ng Mindanao. That's why I appreciate na nilagyan mo ng little more. At yun ang kagustuhan ng mga stakeholders sa Mindanao na pag-agrihan kanina, why we are proposing the retention of the Agos Anpulangi sa pamamahala ng gobyerno, because ultimately, like the electric cooperatives of Mindanao, ang tulong namin sa pamahalaan mo to ease out this problem at hindi na mauulit, pagkatapos ng termino mo, nag-form kami ng aggregation group. And we will be bidding out a 300 megawatt na bagong planta. Hindi kami nangangontrata sa existing plant in order to ensure na may bagong planta na maitayo. Ang gusto lang namin na yung mga planta na yan, pag na-retain yung Agos Anpulangi natin, kasi hindi na tayo nagbabayad sa acquisition, operation, rehabilitation, maintenance na lang, pag i-mix natin yan sa future power plants, wherein we will be bidding every 5 years, na masasagot yung load growth ng 27 electric cooperatives. Kami na mismo ang magbibidding in every 5 years. Halimbawa, yung 300 mega na yan will be online by 2016 or 2017. Pagdating ng panahon na yan, magpapabid na naman kami para sa load growth namin up to 2022. So, we are assuring, mahal na Pangulo, kapag sinuportahan mo yung proposal namin, i-retain yung Agos Anpulangi, we know that we will pay a little more. But, hindi magiging little more yun kapag ka naibinta. Sana, Pangulo, pakinggan mo kami. I am not speaking as a general manager. I am not speaking as the president of the Mindanao Electric Cooperatives. But we are only conveying the sentiments of the member consumers that we serve, lalong-lalo na yung mga sityo na nailawan natin. Kasi napakahirap napakahirap sila kumbinsihin na kahit may linya na ayaw pa nilang magpakabit dahil hindi nila alam paano yung buwan-buwan na bayad, which hindi naman pwede na atin yung isa-subsidize. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, we will see to it na mamimaintain yung competitive edge ng generation cost ng Mindanao compared to Luzon and Visayas. Kasi yung sabi nga, mahal na Pangulo, sana those who have least in life must have more in law. At aasahan namin, pakinggan mo kami, mahal na Pangulo.
Okay. Marami ho kayo nasabi, sana napakinggan ko lahat, no? Pero let me just ask you, sabi, we won't have new plans pag na-retain natin yung Agus at saka Pulangi because we will just yung repair, ano yung tatlong components, repair, operation, maintenance. Yung rehab, who takes care of it? Okay ho yun. Pero, hindi naman forever after under yan na hindi nyo nire-rehabilitate. Wala ka ng puno. Di ba? Wala kayong puno. Sino magde-dredge yung lahat nun? Sino yung 7 billion na watershed na itatayo natin ulit? Who pays for it? Yung we might not have the acquisition, no? But we will have to get it from somewhere. Diba? Government gets it. What is 7 billion? 4 billion for the housing, for the AFP, PNP. No? 3 billion. I'll go back. There's only 400 million for everything. 400B, everything needed in the country. Yung needed, here in Mindanao, for instance, yung other things that we're very interested in, yung river basins sa flood control, yung warning systems. That is quite a big amount. There are 30,000 nurses we have deployed to the barangays that do not have any medical. So, dulo nito, if you can all say, mamimaintain man lang natin yung level dito, dali sabihin, okay yun eh. Pero bubulahin ko kayo, nasabihin natin, good decision yan, kung hindi natin i-rehabilitate, hindi maliwanag paano ba ibabalik pa yung installed capacity man lang. So, kung babalik tayo doon sa installed capacity, may gagastos. Binubunuho natin this year is about, deficit is about 260 billion deficit. Pero babalik naman tayo doon na pag pinasa natin sa consumer, baka hindi na small price increase. Why don't we crunch the numbers, and then let's see. Pero ulitin ko lang, hindi libre, may gagastos. So, sinong gagastos dito? Yun ang point. Now, I'll go back, Bakit ba umabot na ganyan yung state? There is a difference, installed capacity and available capacity. Medyo significant. Parang 2/3, It's about yung installed capacity and what we're actually getting is only 2/3 of installed. Why has it gotten to that point? What happened to the 1/3? Saan napunta yung new technologies that should have created better efficiencies? After we finish yung Agus 6 na 1 and 2, you gain another 19 from installed. May plus 19. Yung pinapropose nyo, I'm not even sure we can maintain what we're getting now. Yung so-called available. Parang ganda pakinggan napaka-simple. Pero ulitin ko, it does not lead us to the long-term stability. Yung component that it is now producing, we might even lose that. Anyway, I'll invite you to my office if you want mga 4 hours of discussion on this. Then let's crunch the numbers. Pero ulitin ko